Apparently we're done with starting soon screen. I thought we had a few seconds left, but okay, that's fine. You can take me unaware. Oh my goodness. Hey Paladin, hey Paul, and hey Ashley. Welcome to a Fix It Francisco stream where I try to make things work better. Or actually fix things that are broken on the stream. Let's see. And Ashley got the first achievement. Good job. Paladin says, hello, Francisco. Wow, that was a lot of ads. Hope that has plenty of money in your pocket. Well, so someone suggested that usually when ads will start, if you don't do anything, if you don't do pre-roll ads will start 30 minutes into the stream. And so it's almost like you're building some momentum and then bam, ads. So Gaiden, who's been here a lot lately, suggested, hey, why don't you start 5 minutes early? Just have, starting soon going, not doing anything. And they can start and do a 3-minute ad block. And then that pushes the ads out. Like the next ads won't start for like an hour and a half. So that pushes them out quite a bit. So that way we're not in the middle of like, oh, we just got in the middle of this really great conversation and ads. I mean, that could still happen, but it's to help prevent that. So yes, there is a lot of ads. I get some money for that, but it's like cents. It's not all that much. If I could just turn ads off and still be an affiliate, I would, but they don't allow that. But how are you doing today, Paladin? And Paul and Ashley, hopefully you're all doing well. Today for our Fix It Francisco stream, we need to, let's see, I'm looking at my list here. This is the current list. It's not very long, but let's see. Streams starting soon screen and have first command and screen scene switch off. That is fixed. Obviously that worked. I actually did the first command. It didn't switch anything. And so now, then when we came back from that, everything worked. Okay, now fix starting screen to not go to BRB ads and not have first. Okay, yeah, I did that. I don't know why I had that twice. Okay. So I think the first thing we're going to do is try to make it so that when you guys do emotes, they show up on the screen. That's the Streamlabs thing, I think. So we're going to try to get that going here. Let me go to Streamlabs. And apparently I need to be careful not to show this because there's like user information that other people could use or something. When I was doing my 12, 17 hour stream, whatever it was, a while ago, my brother said, hey, you showed your stream key on stream. Now you need to change our passwords. I'm like, oh man, okay. So I'm trying to be careful not to show that stuff. By the way, if you want, there are 8 days left in the crowd sale for Junkyard Juggernauts. If you're wanting to get a copy of the game, now is probably one of the best times to get it because the more people that back the crowd sale, the cheaper it is for all backers. Try and get to that first big discount. Not really. I mean, it's the first discount level after the initial $5 discount. So it becomes like, I think, I forget what it is, but it's $3 more off. And every 10 people that back, it'll be like about $3 more off. Hey Dale, how are you doing? Paladin says, decent. Had the state to the north calmed down yet? Have this states to the north calmed down yet? I don't know about that. I wish that were the case. How are you doing, by the way, Dale? Nice to see you again. Okay, so let's look at this. So I need to look at my widgets, I think. All widgets. Yeah, I want this emote wall. That's what it is. Yeah, emote wall. Okay, let me copy. Let's see. I want emote duration 5 seconds. That seems good. Scale. Let's do 5x. Make them really big. Combo required? No. Ignore duplicates? No. I don't mind duplicates. That's fine. Okay, enabled. Yes. Save settings. All right. Now copy this. Copy. Now I'm going to go into my on-screen effects. So give me a second, guys. You should, like always, you should still be able to hear me. You just won't see me. These are on-screen redemptions. And make sure I don't have this already. Yeah, it doesn't look like I do. Okay. So we'll add a browser. Browser source. This will be emote wall. Let me title it. Streamlabs. Emote. Emotional damage. No. Emote wall. And put in the actual link. Okay. Get this in the halfway point right there. Oh, no, I guess we want it right there. Okay. Now it should be on. So if I go back here and you guys, now if you do an emote of any kind, it should like show up and, you know, waddle around the screen. So I know Paul was asking for that. Anyone here, you're welcome to try that with some emotes. Actually, that would help me greatly if you would try putting in some emotes. Let's see. Paladin says, had Washington calmed down from the Super Bowl win? Oh, that's what you're talking about. I haven't been following.
Some folks here in Oregon that were excited about it.
Yeah, I guess me and Ashley didn't notice many people, but were there like riots or anything in Washington? But yeah, we don't usually watch sports at all. Did you guys watch the Super Bowl though? I know, Dale, you said you went to your brother's and got to hang out with him. Paladin, did you watch it at all?
All right, you can tell I sewed this, but there's no holes anymore.
Okay, thank you so much for doing that. Let's see. Second time this week.
All right.
What was the second time this week, Dale? What did I say? I don't know. Okay. Well, I guess for now we'll circle emotes on screen floating. It should be working. Now I need to fix one of the... now we're going to work on fixing in the credits one of the names I need to update for the Fire Knights. Or Fire Guard. Dale says, I tried to watch it. I tapped out after the third quarter. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, well, I realized I asked you to watch it, but then then it's like, oh yeah, no, you went and saw it with your brother. So I realized that you did watch it. So I was trying to retract my question of, did you watch the Super Bowl? Because I realized you had, but regardless, thank you for answering me again. Paladin says, watch some. First time in a while that I haven't had a team in it. Oh, okay. Who's your team that usually, I imagine down south you guys might be rooting for the Saints. Maybe, does Mississippi have a team? I don't think so. Who else is down there? The Ravens, Atlanta Ravens, right? Maybe the Cowboys. Those are the only ones that are coming to mind. There's probably others. Dallas or New Orleans. Okay, that. Yeah, that makes sense, Dale. Same time, I have seen you this week. Oh, okay, gotcha. That's what you mean. Okay, thank you, Dale. Yes. The Chiefs. Okay. That makes sense. Born and raised in Kansas City. Oh, okay, nice. Very cool. Oh, yeah, they were in it last year, but they didn't win? Am I remembering that right? Okay, I forget who they lost to. Okay, so we're looking for, I don't want commands, I want actions. And then I need to look at Fire Guard. No, that's to chat. Credits. Okay, so credits for... When I go to credits, first, there's some of these that are already pre-built. I need to update them though. So let's see. Ranked credits. Okay, let's see. Community members. Yep, and then it gives you those credits. And gifters, subs. Okay, sorry, my attention. Movie special thank you to our... Okay, now this is the line that I need to update. So I'm going to copy this line. I'm going to open it in Notepad because it's a long just text string and it's very annoying to try to edit in Jigger in streamer bot. So this is the one. We're gonna delete this. Put in Gaiden. Boom. And now copy that all again. And go here and paste it back in. Save. Oh, by the way, Dale, since you're here, do you have a preference over in when you're listed as a fire guardian? I thank you guys. Between just me calling you Dale or having you be Dale 71129. If the number is important to you, I can definitely say that each time. I just don't know. Paladin says, technically born in Independence is M.O. Missouri. I think it's Missouri. That might be Montana. It's not Michigan. Let's see. Let's see if French is going to figure out what MO is. Okay. So it's possibly Missouri. It's not Maryland. It's not. It could be Montana. It's not Michigan. There's no O's in those. Maryland and Michigan are out. Massachusetts out. Mervant out. Texas out. California out. Morgan. Oh, it might be Morgan. Masheton. Oh, that could be that too. Just Dale is fine. Okay, thank you. Yeah. But that's right next door, and yes, that is the same town from Oregon Trail game. Okay, so that is Missouri. Okay. Well, that's cool. Very, very fun. Yes, so St. Louis, Missouri is right next to Kansas City, Missouri. Is that right? Like they're right next door to each other? All right, so we fixed that, though we won't be able to tell it's fixed until we do the credits at the end. Okay, so let me check that off. Alan says, yes, MO is Missouri, MT is Montana, MS is Mississippi, and MI is Michigan. What's Maryland? What is Maryland? What? MD? Oh, okay. I'm from Shreveport. Ma? Oh, okay. Jill says, I'm from Shreveport, soon to be 50 Centville. Why is it soon to be 50 Centville? All right, let's see, we got home door. Okay, so the next thing I want to try to fix is I try to do these things called pomodoros sometimes when I do work with me streams. And I cannot seem to get it to flip over like it's supposed to when we're doing it. So we're going to have to switch some things in the lower bit here. Independence is right next door to Kansas City. St. Louis is clear across the state. Okay. Okay. Apparently, I don't know my Missouri geography.
Ooh, Independence, Missouri. That's where you start in the Oregon Trail.
Yeah, Paladin just said that.
I wasn't paying attention to chat. I just saw Independence. I'm like, ooh, Oregon Trail.
And that's where the Arc is, right? In Independence? Or no, that's in St. Louis.
St. Louis,
Which is, I know, across the street from Kansas City. I know these things. Because I am a genius. A genius at geography. A great many things. Okay, let's see. What was I doing? I lost track of what I was doing. Oh, yeah, pomodoros. Okay, so let me go into the lower bar here. And now I want to turn, essentially, I think what I need to do is if I turn on these pomodoros, turn off Fix It Francisco, just have a blank bar. Come on. I think what I need to do is take these Pomodoro bits out. What is the text? I think the text I don't need anymore. So break timer out, focus timer out. All right, so focus time is going down. That's fine. That's not super helpful. We're going to reset it to 25 minutes. Now we're going to go, so now we have focus and break time. Focus time is showing. We're going to go back to the main screen. Okay, so now what we want to do is down here in the Pomodoro timers bit, we have a global that's focus state. Okay, let's double check what it currently is set to. Focus state is a bool. It's currently set to true. Okay, so if I were to click the button on my stream deck, let's do this first. Long train.
You know what, guys? I don't deserve this.
I don't.
I beat the game.
I did.
Pretty quickly.
I agree.
Whatever. Apparently,
Yeah.
I didn't beat it fast enough. I didn't beat Ratson's
No one's
record.
ever happy.
I didn't get the pixel art done quickly.
I know.
So I guess all of those are deserving of a womp.
Apparently,
Womp,
though I don't
womp,
agree.
womp, womp.
I don't agree with you. I mean, I don't agree with them.
Thanks.
I'm on
a
your
lot.
side, Francisco.
Whoever did that.
Yeah. Let's do this first. Was right on time. Wow. How are you doing, Ray Will? Hopefully well. Paladin says, it's okay. I'm ignorant in organic geography. I am too. I know a little bit, but not too much. Dale says, 50 Cent has come to Shreveport and has bought several properties in our downtown area. Really? He's building some kind of Sphere Video Dome building. Really? I had no idea. Dale says, can't please everyone. You gotta please yourself. Yeah, apparently. That's exactly. You got it. All right, so given that we have it set to true, this focus state global variable, if when I, and again, the button I will be pressing is, just so I can show you guys, this palm timer button. So it has two actions. First, it turns, when the first time it just pauses the timer if it's going and then resets it. So it's paused and then it resets to wherever the timer is set to. Then what I'll do is if I hit it again, it will do, it'll start the timer and do the streamer action of Pomodoro timers. So I click this, it starts Pomodoro timers, and then we go into this. So if this global state is true, go in here, true result. There's a delay for this many milliseconds. This is 1,495,000 milliseconds. That's the same as 25
Fix it, Francisco.
I am attempting to fix it. Oh, by the way, Ray, did you notice when you did the LOL emote, did it float across the screen? We were trying, as asking for testing with that earlier. And then I noticed that you did it and I didn't see it I didn't notice it. Okay, it is there. Phew. Thank you, Ray. I'm glad it's working. Fantastic. Thank you, Ashley, for that. Oh my word. Anyway, so 25 minutes. Then it's going to make okay, now here's where we need to change this because I was in a folder or a group and then it wasn't working. So now I took it out of the group. So in the lower bar scene, we want the Pomodoro focus timer to be visible. And we want the Pomodoro break timer to be invisible. Because unfortunately, these two timers are triggered by the same button presses. So they will both start or stop with the same buttons. So I need to essentially hide one and show the other and then flip-flop it. So show focus timer, hide break timer. Then we're going to, whenever this, oh wait. That's a lot of Christmas trees. Gold. Exactly. Thank you, Dale and Rio. Thank you guys for testing those. I just realized, I think, okay, so it's going to delay. Then it switches it. No wonder this is off. The delay should come after it shows the focus timer and hides the break timer. And then it should delay. And then the sound should happen. Dun, 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 dun. And then set focus state to false. No wonder this hasn't been working. Oh my word, this whole time. Okay, so that delay goes there. And then same with this one. This 300,000, which is equivalent to 5 minutes, needs to come after I set this to Merry Christmas. Set this break timer or focus timer to be hidden and the break timer to be to show. Break timer to show. Okay. So now I'm gonna try this. I'm going to save this first. I'm going to try this. We're going to hit the Pomodoro timer. Nothing's really going to change at first because we're in that first state of I need to hit it twice. It's in this part where I hit it once to pause it, then reset it. Then my stream deck is going to, Happy New Year is going to change over to this state, and then we'll be able to actually like start it. So let's try this. Okay, right now we're in this state. Yep. Gonna start. Pause. Well, that shouldn't have done anything unless it started it. Maybe it started it. It seemed to have started, which would have been this one. Resume. Okay. So now, do I have an action going where it's running this of Pomodoro timer? It should. We should have an action, pending action. Yeah, Pomodoro timers is running. Fantastic. So now we'll see if at the end of 25 minutes we get a dun 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 dun. That should happen. In which case I'll hit the Pomodoro timer again. It will reset, run, and then it'll run this action again, which will then this will have set the focus state to false, which means it'll go through this section. So we'll see if this works. It's showing focus timer. Yeah, and that's what it should. That's how long I'm gonna focus on when I'm doing a Pomodoro for a work with me stream. Nay, Nintendo Ninja. Okay, sure, we'll go with that. So emote wall, flowing emotes is fixed. Pomodoro, we're still looking at. Okay, so that's gonna be just testing here for a bit. Let's see, what could we be working on? What else could we be working on? Other things that need to be fixed. Let's see here. It's weird because there are other things when we were, oh, I know. I want to, nice emotes, very well. I wanted to make it so that if someone does the lurk command, we fixed it in Twitch, but on YouTube it doesn't say the user's name. So let's fix that. So we want YouTube message, and actually I don't know. Oh, thank you for the bit, very well. Appreciate that. I don't know if in StreamerBot it does this right. So let's look, StreamerBot, and I'll show this on screen for you guys. Okay, so we're gonna go docs, API reference. That's a lot of salt, Dale. Are you winning yet? Of course, Cellcast. Always winning. I win, remember? I don't LOSE games. I win them. High five. You won it too. How are you doing, Cellcast? How was your stream earlier? Was this you trying to stream earlier in the day, like when you got home from work? Yes, Ashley is singing. That's what you're hearing, as well as the. Appreciate all the bits, very well. Winning at losing. How dare you, Dale? How dare you? How dare you? Okay, so we want sub actions, and then we want YouTube. I think YouTube is what I want. YouTube. Okay. I just want to see. Can I send message in channel? Yes. Okay, parameters. Okay, I don't want the C code. Triggers? Do I want triggers? Let's see. So Ashley's going to be singing in our church worship this month, or this coming Sunday. So I think she's practicing with her headphones. User ad removed. Over created. Well, let's try this. Let's see. User. I think I need a place to look at variables, but I'm not sure where that is. Guide, get started, guide, examples. You're not helping me here. Cellcast says, actually, it works very nice. If nothing else, it's nice to have cool down time afterwards before I go to bed. Oh, nice. As opposed to like streaming right up until bed. I get that. But I'm glad it went so well. Did you end up playing Final Fantasy 14? Or when is your big I mean, I don't know if you consider it big, but the podcast you're doing where you're helping review Dragon Quest 10,000, something like that. Let's see, code guide. Okay, let's try this. Well, you know what? Here, let's just see if we can wing it and see if it works. Maybe it will. Where did you go? Percent user percent. Okay. If anyone happens to be over on the YouTube side, please try this for me. I'm curious if this works. Just type in on the YouTube side lurk, and so we can see if it works. Cellcast says 3, and we recorded the episode last Thursday. Oh, it's Dragon Quest 3. Oh, wait, you already did it? Oh, man. I barely beat the game in time. Episode should be out. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. All right. So, but that's not, then that probably wasn't what you were playing. But you did finish Dragon Quest 3. Fantastic. And that episode is going to be out. You can drop a link to, you feel free to drop a link to the podcast in chat so people can check it out. I mean, you could, if they want to listen to other episodes or whatnot. Correct. I was playing Final Fantasy 14. Nice. Okay. Let's see, what else can we fix? Credits, those are all fine. Well, I want to double check that raiding is working. So I'm going to simulate a raid. We're not going to be raided, but I'm going to simulate one to see if it's showing on screen. Because that sometimes is very hit or miss, and I don't know why. Okay, so let's go back to, I'm going to pull this back over here. Do the Streamlabs stuff off screen. So you guys don't take my stream keys. Why would you do that? Okay, we want Twitch, not alert box, raids. Raid. Okay, we're gonna test a Twitch raid.
Warning, multiple signals
it is
inbound.
Working. Good.
Raiders have arrived.
Welcome, Dean, whatever your name was. Okay, cool. So that is working. Dale says, why yawn, Francisco? What was that, Dale? Did I yawn? I must have. What? You actually yawn. Dang it. Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to poor Francisco? Oh my. Okay. I think. Oh. That's something I wanted to fix. Is that the? I think Cellcast had said some of the language in the Twitch channel point rewards was ambiguous. So let's look at that and see if we can fix that. Commands. Actions, we want services, not services, integrations, no, not that either, servers and clients, no, maybe it is something else, platforms, that must be it, here we go. Okay, so ask some A's trivia, let's see what it says. Francisco will ask you some A's trivia. Will you know the answer? Okay, that makes sense. Same with Aston. Francisco will ask you some nice trivia. Will you know the answer? Okay. All right, that's good. Maybe it was the recite. Compel Francisco to recite Psalm 23 from the Bible. No, that seems fine. Same with those. Yeah, I don't recall if I know you had said one of them was a little weird, but I don't remember. These all seem fine to me. Ideal says, Royan, really, Dale. Thank you, Cellcast, for posting that. Hey, no magnet. Well, because it only recognizes ROY, so it won't look at like, oh, there's an R and then a sequence of O's and the sequence of Y's. That must mean Roy. It doesn't. It's not that sophisticated. Cellcast says, I'm looking. Okay, yeah. Let me know if any of them are like, what? What does this mean? Okay. I mean, there's other ones in there that aren't through StreamerBot that maybe I do need to fix. At 787. And 787. Is that one of my points? I don't see that. And quite the yawn. I yawned before, yes, that's true. And every time you say yawn, it makes me want to yawn. Would you stop? You have too much power, Dale. There's trivial ones, and either you already fixed it or I just okay. No, it's probably I fixed it. I don't think I'm sure you didn't misread it. I imagine I just typed it in. Okay, awesome. Let's see other things that have been broken that need to be fixed. Nothing Striking Adventures.
My name ain't Roy.
Wow. Paladin says, whoops, was going to joke about royals, but it decided to add random characters. Oh, okay. That is weird. Okay. Oh, you're fine, my love. I like hearing it, but that's fine.
I mean, it's not the same, it's just me isolating.
Yeah, no, I get that.
It sounds strange, so.
I get that. So Cass says, your big music is overpowering you, by the way. Oh, thank you. Well, then, just thank you for telling me that. How is that? Is that better? Yeah, I don't want it to be like overpowering. My big music, because it's so overpowering. It's big. Oh my. What was it? Oh, so I'm gonna go on my Be Right Back screen and see if I can put in whatever game I'm playing into that Be Right Back screen. So let's. And I'm gonna talk through this. Okay. So I'm going to add, we're going to add a duplicator, duplicate. And it's going to be of the game, wherever the game is, which right now is this screen. Okay. I'm going to make this smaller. We're going to add this 3D effect to it. We're going to adjust the 3D effect. Let's put it right there first. Okay, corner pins. We need to adjust the Y. Okay, no. That's too much. Okay. Lower left. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. So we're gonna have to actually adjust this one. Lower this one by that much. Okay. Now we want to make it a little smaller overall, so decrease the width. Well, okay, I guess we could do it that way. I was hoping not to make it smaller like that, but that's actually not too bad. Corner pins, lower left. Let's see. Do I need to adjust? No, that's kind of fine. It just needs to be smaller. Okay, actually, that looks pretty good. So now if I'm playing the game or whatever it is, you'll see that on the screen and during the Be Right Back. So for instance, if I do this, you should see just Mega Man and then the Stream Deck. And there's just Mega Man on a cliff because that's my wallpaper. Let's see. Autocorrect didn't like my abbreviation, says Cellcast for, the BG music. Okay, interesting. The autocorrect, yeah. Paladin says it may take longer, but you say, let me go back to this one now. What are you doing? Go back to main game. What in the world? Wait, why is this the main game? This should, I need to hit Be Right Back. It's And I just realized you can't hear me. That doesn't help very much. What I was saying is I realized I didn't put the screen of the Mega Man guy or where the game is in the actual right place. I just put on my main stage. I'm like, why isn't it going back to my main one? Oh, I'm not turning. The Be Right Back screen is just shows up on my main screen. So that's a little different than some other chunks. Okay, so right here, now we're going to do paste right there. Perfect. Now it's in the right spot. Now we go back to the main game. Please excuse the dryer sequence in the background. I'm sure that's very loud, but I can't help it right now. Okay, so now we go down to this guy and delete it. Okay, now we're good. Now if I go... Okay, now we're better. All right, catching up with what you were saying, Paladin, sorry for the delay. It may take longer, but you may see if you can eliminate the fact that any words with Roy triggers your Quigley. Yeah, I've thought about that, but so what it does is I have it set that it looks for anywhere in the... Oh, you know what? Oh, I have an idea actually. Now that you mention that, it's looking for ROY anywhere in the phrase, but maybe if I add a space before and after, so that if it is within a word, it won't trigger. I think that would make a lot more sense. So great suggestion for me to think about, Paladin. So let me look at that. I think that would be in commands, and that's Roy, I believe. Yeah, this one. Okay. So I think what we want is space and space. Maybe. I think that's what we want. So there's a space before and after. Okay. So try... Let's see, Paladin says it's me and you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but I think we figured it out. Now we can't cast magic. Francisco on the small screen. This is a close-up. Yeah. So... Okay, I mentioned Troy. It will no longer not. Yeah, so see, it didn't trigger. Now, though, just write Roy and see if it does trigger. So and it could be anyone. Because I'm concerned I broke something and now it doesn't work. Like, you need to have the spaces for it to work. Like, if you just type Roy by itself, will it work or will it not work? Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, so... Oh my gosh, why is this so complicated? Okay, then what we could do instead... No,
My name ain't Roy.
Yeah, that works. See, because there's a space before and behind. What could we do instead to get this to work? Whoa. Come on, show all the things, please. Okay. See, I want this location anywhere so that you could put it anywhere and it'll work. Let's see. Include, enable, yeah. Options, persist. No. Cool. Sources. Yeah, YouTube and Twitch. Yep. Case sensitive. I guess I could make it so that it's only works if it's uppercase. I feel like that's a little annoying. Oh, no, here we go. Here, if it's lowercase, it has to have spaces. Uppercase, it will work without spaces. That's what we'll do. So if someone starts their chat or has Royal with a capital R in it, it will trigger. But I don't think that's going to happen that often. So, but not with Roy. Exactly. So now, though, I think it'll work if you do just Roy capital.
I'm going to call it there, guys.
What is this?
It's nearly 7:30. I'm gonna call it there for the break. I'm gonna go make sure get my son to bed, and we're gonna be done. So,
oh, this is when we were doing the Kickstarter. That was a while ago. Wow.
It sounds like I'm signing off. I'm not. I'm just.
No, I think you are, Francisco. You're signing off.
I'll be right back.
Sure. Well, I could remove
that mode for real now.
Are we?
What is Francisco doing? Pay no attention to the Kickstarter. Do the crowd sale. Let me remove the beginning. Yeah, if we remove the beginning space, it still won't work with if you don't have a trailing space. I think. I guess I could be wrong. We'll try it. But then you could have it. You could start the sentence with I don't know, sign off, not signing off. Oh, signing off. Oh my gosh. It's worth a shot, sure. So you're suggesting me remove the beginning space. All right. So now I have a space at the end of it and no space at the end of the capital. So we could try that. It's weird. I'm getting this pain in my ear, which happens when I've been listening to things for too long on my headphones, but there's been great swaths of today where I haven't had my headphones on. So it's a little strange. It's not like I'm listening to you guys like or myself with any great intensity. So I don't know. It could also be just tension in my jaw.
My name ain't Roy.
Okay, so if we talk about royalty, so that works because you capitalized ROY. I think it only works if I do it, Cellcast. I don't know if it works for mods. But I will do some checkouts here in a second. Nope, that didn't work. No, I just saw it though, Paladin. I saw oh, you mean destroy. Okay. That doesn't work. That's good. I'm not a mod anyway. Yeah. Okay, so destroy doesn't work. That's a good thing. Try destroy though with a space after it. Dale or anyone else. The word destroy, but put a space at the end of it. Because I have a feeling that will work.
My name ain't Roy.
Yeah, see, that's why it needs that front space. Because if it's inside a word that is just one word like that, it won't work. So, yeah, go back to this. We want a leading space. So that would just be that word. Destroy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just changed it so now destroy shouldn't work. Quigley. Oh, okay. I need to make it so that Quigley is capital. Because right now I have lowercase working. But yes, because I made there's a case sensitivity, which wasn't there before. Okay. Now the correct and incorrect spellings of Quigley should also trigger it. Destro. Isn't that one of the G.I. Joe Cobra people? The guy with the silver head, isn't his name Destro? Oh my gosh, Amos. It's a fireball, not an onion. But welcome. How are you doing? Why am I helping you with this? Because it's nice that you help. Okay, let's do some checkouts. Did you scan that, sir? All right. As long as you scan that, we'll check you out here. All right, so let's check out the Cellcast Gaming. Let's see, podcast. Ah, yes.
Way, be like, if there again, I love going to the theater. I'm going to go to the theater.
Is that
if they're open or not?
Guys covering the Grinch in that one?
Which hopefully
they kind of have to be open.
They kind of have to.
It does help if they're open. Yes, I agree with that. Flaming fireball. No, just a flaming fireball, Amos. That's an old one. Oh, okay. We'll do check out King Amos as well. Or not. Maybe it won't check you out. I'm going to try that again. That was weird. Did I spell it wrong? Check out. Oh, you have a trailing underscore. No wonder. Okay. King Amos underscore. I did forget it. Zelda?
Is this shrine? I could use a free bench.
That doesn't look like you.
You can commission a bench. Oh ho!
Is that
Oh,
you? Yeah, that's
I'm
not.
get-
Yeah,
oh,
what's
I got
what's
someone
going on?
knocking on my door?
I'm like, who is this?
Wait, did somebody?
Did I
Oh,
not spell it right? KINGAMIS.
Oh my
underscore.
gosh, dude. Oh, that was so creepy, Smallish. I hate that sound alert. Holy crap.
What?
At first, I'm
What
thinking
is
that my sister
happening?
knocked on my
Who
door.
is
It's over
this
on the
guy?
right side. But then I start
Oh,
hearing
this is
knock.
back when we were Coop Trio podcast. We had 3 peeps. Then oh, okay. So you have that's a super old clip, is what you're saying. Okay, so super old clip when you were a co-op trio podcast, and he was playing, and then you took it over, and now it's just your channel. Okay. Try it again. Okay. Wow, you're just what? Oh, you think you can just come in here, make fun of the logo, and now you want multiple checkouts? No, maybe people should just believe that that's you. Recuse. No. What's the word that the like priests and stuff would say to the people that they're trying to like torture to get the right answer? Not recuse, renounce. Renounce? No, that's not it. Sure, renounce what you say about the onion. Okay. Recant. Thank you, Cellcast. Recant. Amos. Dude can't even crack right. Wow, thanks for that, Dale. Okay, let's see. What else do we need to fix? The timer. We didn't hear the dun 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 dun. But now we'll see if we flip it over, if it does work. Let's see here. So we'll do palm again. It shouldn't go to. Okay, and it went to break time. Okay, nice. Now it's 5 minutes. Now it should give us a sound clip of some sort when this is done. I'm wondering if the sound things changed and aren't quite going through the right processor. But overall, that seemed to work. Let's see. So this is going through real out. That's the right one. What about this one? Yeah, real tech, digital out. Okay, so those are the right things. It may just be too quiet because I do have this lower. Anyway, so we not trying. Oh, have you recanted? Have you recanted? Recant. And I will try again. What is this?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is fun. I like this. That's it. Okay. That's a very short clip.
They're not even here.
Oh, it's
to
fine.
defend
know. That's why I can get away with it.
Oh my gracious, you.
Don't clip this.
Don't
And
you
what
dare
did
clip
you do?
this.
You
Clip
go
it
and
and
clip
show
it.
'em.
No. Why? I would never onion boy. How dare you? Well, then you're not going to get another checkout. You have to come back another stream and we'll try again. Oh my word. Okay. Something else that I think would be really fun to put in. The transcript said not to cook this. What it did? Oh, like instead of don't clip this, it's don't cook this. That's funny. Let's see. King Aaron says fair, haha. Jill says if there's a recant, is there a recan? That's like the whole like I'm not a Mexican. I thought you were Mexican, not Mexicant. Cellcast says you still haven't finished Kid Icarus, have you? Nope, I still haven't. Yes, exactly. The transcript said that. Something that I think would be really cool, and I know other streamers do this, where if certain people have a command, or if they first come in the stream, there's some sort of like indication, like I almost want a Mega Man effect where it's like a bar in the middle that says dun 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 dun. And I'd love that for like I'm thinking what I would do is like essentially make pixel arts of each of the fire guard of some way, but that's a lot of work, and I would worry about capturing people's likeness very well. I feel like I wouldn't do a good job of that. I'm thinking through stuff. Like I'm just thinking, guys. Like what makes the most sense? Like, and then do I ask for sound clips of each person to say like, I'm here, what's up? Insert line here. Francisco's wrong about Empire Strikes Back. I mean, whatever you want to say. Why are you womping? Are you trying to get your womp warrior? Yeah, first was already taken. Ashley got that right out the gate. Let's see. Dale says some people like twice baked potatoes. That's true. Some people do like that. Okay, that should get it. There you go. Womp warrior first. Oh, is that your first one? Oh wow. Okay. If you want to see what trophies you have, exclamation point trophies, exclamation point achievements will also work. But well done. Okay. I'm trying to think. Steam side, no. Voice and tone, no. Got that. Roy, that's working. Let's see. Dale has none of that. Well, Dale, you could fix that right now. Do 3 womps in a row, or they don't have to be right in a row, but do 3 womps and you'll get your first womp warrior. Let's get you on the board, Dale. Spirit says, I'm cooking right now, so I'm have y'all in the... Oh, cool. Yeah, hopefully I always try to think of my streams as a pseudo podcast. I try to keep the conversation going, keep talking when no one else is, so that, because I do that too. I'll put streams on and I'm just listening. You will? I can't always watch. It's nice to just have a, like, I mean, even if I'm background noise, I'd be happy to bay your background noise any day. Bay your background noise? You need to enunciate better, Francisco. Background noise. And then we listen together. Just call me Francisco, background noise of your time. It's like Smooth McGroove, guys. It's just as good. Let's see. Wow. Sucka says, yeah, there was a long time where I was busy during your streams. Yeah, exactly. Dale says, follow age, how about those trophies? I mean, I don't think follow age would give you trophies. But if you want the Womp Warrior one, you'd have to do the Womp Warrior. But Botrix, which is still somehow in the challenge, though I thought I'd delete this bot, says you've been following for 8 years, 2 months and 9 days. How has it been almost 8? How's it been 8 years? Jeez. Ray Will for 6 years, 3 months and 19 days. Man, that is nuts. That's been so long, guys. It doesn't seem that long at all. Wowza. So it didn't, the break time didn't give me any sort of sound that I could hear. So apparently I need these to be a lot louder. Let me test. Can I hear this? Okay, I can hear that. Let me do the same with this one. Okay, that's better. All right, so we'll do those. Now we'll end the break time one. Resets, switch, focus time. Okay, now it's working. Yay, I'm so glad it's working finally. Hey, Stacy, how are you doing? Hello, Francisco, how are you doing tonight? I'm pretty good. I feel like we've gone through our list of things to fix, so now it's like I could work on pixel arts. I'm working on new cards for Dobrin's Dungeon, the expansion to the prequel expansion, I should say, to Junkyard Juggernauts. So we could be working on that. I'm not sure if, I'm trying to think if there's any podcast stuff. Edna mode we have. We're going to be covering Princess Diaries next Tuesday. So come back for that if you're a fan of that movie. Stay tuned and enjoy and have fun with Pokemon Unite.
it. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I want to be the calculus, the best there ever was. Ba-ba-ba-ba. To calculate is my real test. To teach Francisco is my cause.
You don't teach me calculus.
I will
How dare you.
travel across the streams, whomping far and wide.
Bum, 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 bum.
Each Francisco to whomp a lot.
Really?
The power he has not. Calculus. Okay, I'm
How
going to
dare you,
please
calculus.
clip that.
How
Please
dare
clip
you.
that. That was actually, I thought, really well done.
Thank you for clipping it. I thought it was well done too. Let's see. Why do I need trophies when I have following? I guess you don't, but that's something that I've implemented in the streams is for people to, if you do certain things, you'll earn trophies that are tracked from stream to stream to stream. So you don't have to do it. It's just something that I thought was a fun thing, but it's not for everyone, and that's totally fine. Way back when he was just a little bitty boy living in a box on the stairs in the corner of the basement house, half a block down the street from Jerry's base shop. You know the place. Well, anyway, back then life was going well and swell and everything was just peachy. Except for, of course, for the undeniable fact that every single morning my mother would make me a big bowl of sauerkraut for breakfast. Big bowl of sauerkraut. Steve says, Every I'm doing single okay. morning. It was Rayo driving says, me on crazy. Douche Raid Said all to my those mom, years "Hey, ago. Mom, Exactly, Rayo. And then you made me bellhop.
My
dear sweet
mother, she just looked at me.
And you were playing SNES Contra game, I believe. Oh, that sounds right. Shortly thereafter, you started Super Mario RPG. Yep, exactly, Rayo.
It's God for you.
Cellcast says, with trophies. So you got one Womp Warrior. Nice, Cellcast. Very nice. And so he says, yes, I love the Princess Diaries. Oh, awesome. Yeah, we're going to have Ashley's going to be on that. And then Celeste Mora from Geek Devotions will be on that. I see that TV and think that MTV remote control. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I could see that. And I decided, I tried that for a little bit. I think it is better just to have the clear look of the game instead of having it look fuzzy, like it kind of is, like we're pretending we're watching on an actual CRT TV. So, okay, so I read that. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, I think we're good, guys. So I think I'm just gonna work on some pixel art. So I am trying to reconfigure the cards for Dobrin's dungeon. So essentially what I'm trying to do, and this may just not be clear at all what's going on, but essentially I have all these in Dobrin's dungeon. You're essentially making a dungeon. You're like going through 4 levels of a dungeon, trying to save the Mageneers. You sent them down into the dungeon to try to practice their Mageneering. This happened though as these fires broke out in the castle and in your home state of Seneschal, and so you're like, oh crap, what's going on? I gotta go find the kids. So you're going through these 4 levels and find that they've been knocked out by these bosses, and so you try to rescue them, and you'll rescue them in different orders, and when you depend on the order you rescue them in, it'll give you a title that's a little different each time. Not each time. There's like I couldn't get the math quite right. If anyone knows the number of combinations, if you have 4 sets with 3 items each, how many combinations can you have of 3 of the 4 sets if you can only have 1 item each? I'm not a mathematician. This is one of those many times. There's a bazillion times I feel like where I wish my mom was still alive. She was a statistician. She loved math, and she could probably just be like, oh yeah, you just do this, Francisco. I'm like, thank you, Mom. But that's not the case. Not daubers. Dauberns, like burn, like daub and burn, dauberns. But I guess that daubers is close. Cellcast says, yeah, I'm happy you did away with that filter. Why do you say anything? Maybe you did. Maybe you're the ones that said you didn't like it. I don't recall, but But I mean, I don't recall. I remember maybe one person saying they didn't like it, but I don't believe it was you, Cellcast. Stacey said, "Hey, I know that this is a crazy question, but please pray for Lucy, my dog. She is going to be 17 soon, and she has been in lots of pain with her legs and has been falling off the bed and the couch." Yeah, I remember you mentioning Lucy before, Stacey, but we'll pray for her. Lord God, we pray over Stacey and Dale and their dog Lucy as they figure out the best way to care for her, if it's time to say goodbye or if she has still, if Lucy still has life in her. I know a similar situation in a way with Ashley's mom's dog, Bay, that she's old and she has cancer, but she still has, that spark in her that tells them that's not time yet. So please help Dale and Stacey to know when the time is right and to care for Lucy as best they can up until then. Thank you for all the love that their dog has given them and they've given to their dog over these years, these 17 years. And pray you be with them in this time. Amen. Let's see. Thank you for letting us know about that, Stacey. Dale says, I didn't think math would be part of the show. Well, it is. Radio says, I don't recall. What do you want me from me? I don't recall. Anyway, so on the backs of all these dungeon room cards, which, yes, are meant to be very Zelda inspired. What do you want from me? Okay, never mind. We'll look at clips and go. I should have waited. You should have. Yeah, I just need to be patient. Just be patient, Francisco. Just be patient. No. Man. That's not what patience looks like. Yeah, KO is right. Dale says, I didn't know anybody called. Yes, they recalled. Cellcast says, so I checked my calendar and I'm currently scheduled to be on 3 Culture Box shows the week of April 1st. Wow. Retro Rewind on the 1st. And then on Rushmore on the 31st of March. And let's see. Rushmore on 4. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Oh, the week of April 1st. So RP on the 31st. Rushmore on the 2nd. And Cellcast on the 3rd. That's nuts. You need to do a geek devotion also. You could pad out it all. And then have an episode where you've been on Monster Island Film Vault to release that week. Then you can just span all week. Are you working on an expansion pack now? Yeah. But expansion pack isn't quite the right word because that makes it sound like a video game. At least to me it does. This is just an expansion to the board game. So this would be, you get this in I'm thinking a poker box, maybe a small, a little bit of a larger box, depending on which components I decide to go with. I'm still not sure if I want to do damage as little square chits that you sort of put on to cover parts. So let me go to an example. So on the backs of these are these arms and legs that you can that you'll reveal or that you'll flip over when you're fighting a bad guy. Very similar to Junkyard Juggernauts. That's not it. Okay, can you show me something here? Show me something cool. Let's see. Okay. And then let me do arms and legs. Okay, so for instance, this one. I have this is the cards in this I'm meaning to, so there's essentially blood magic arms and legs and shadow magic arms and legs, because these are the bad guys you're fighting. And you link them up much like the cards from Junkyard Juggernauts, like these ones. You'll link them up into the beasties to fight. And so I'm also trying to make them so that you can use them in, you can also include them in your Junkyard Juggernauts game and have more interesting plays of that game. Anyway, what I'm trying to do though is I'm adjusting things so that I can have essentially the leg or arm be to one side and the amplify effect be on the other side. So I'm attempting to do that to see if it makes sense for the game. Now I'm also thinking about if I were to ever redo these ones from Junkyard Juggernauts, how I would change it to allow for it to still function in the game. Yeah, so I'm thinking about that as well. Stacy says, "Hey, hope that y'all's Valentine's Day is better than ours because we're spending time with someone I don't know, but people from the church do. So happy early Valentine's to you and Ashley." I appreciate that, Stacy. Me and Ashley don't really care that much about Valentine's Day. It's not a big thing for us. We much rather celebrate, our anniversary and things like that. But I appreciate that. If you and Dale enjoy Valentine's Day, hopefully you'll enjoy that, even though it's with someone you don't know. So
Tell us the lesson that'll make us move.
what in the world is this?
Moral number 76. This utterly amazing moral comes from Ashley. Spare yourself the torture. and
Whoa,
go
look at that
with
hair.
Easy mode. I mean, I suppose you could if you wanted to. That sounds early easy to me. Oh well, bye.
I forget why I just said.
Hey, awesome viewers.
Oh,
Calculus again
you're
here.
not even talking,
to bring you
Francisco.
The wheel of
Can't hear you.
morality.
Speak up. I think what I ultimately ended up doing was why I moved from, not that you guys asked, but it just sort of dawned on me, why I'm on the left of your screen now versus I used to be on the right of your screen. So in visual design, let's say you have a block of text. Let's say, here, we'll make a little bit here, new. Let's see, let's just call it, I don't know, 440 by 30. Okay. Moop. We have this. No, you're fine. We have
You didn't hear me, did you?
only slightly, but not really enough to
Good.
feel like the dryer is more loud.
It's louder. Good.
Yeah, louder.
The dryer should be louder.
Let's see. Baba, hello. Hey. You on the left because you ain't right. Snap. Oh my gosh. And I missed this. Rayo says there are expansion packs even to Monopoly now, and certainly expansion packs to Settlers of Catan. Okay, I guess I'm not, for whatever reason, hearing expansion pack, I don't know why that is so synonymous in my head with like a video game. Maybe because of Nintendo Switch's expansion pack. I think that's probably why it muddled with my brain. But yes, an expansion pack to Junkyard Juggernauts. Exactly, very well. Good, you guys move left. Okay, so Soulcast says, good guys move left to right, bad guys move right to left. You are bad, out, now good. Oh my gosh, that is not why.
Oh my goodness. You're not even here to defend.
I know, that's why I can get away with it. I mean, this is a good clip. It's worthy of Francisco.
Don't clip this.
Yeah. Why'd you do that?
Clip this.
Who did that?
No,
Who
yeah,
did
I'm
this?
still wondering
Who did that?
Don't do
Ray
it.
Will keeps
If I say
posting
don't clip
these.
something,
That makes
you
me
should be
think
clipping it.
is
Come
Ray
on.
Will. The more you know. All right. Okay, so let's say you have some text. So here's some text. Try to get this more aligned. Text. I shouldn't have put that. Oh, geez, Louise, Francisco. Okay, hold on. I put that on the white layer. Copy, new layer. Okay, V, go. Now on this, make it white. Okay, so undo, V. Okay, so we have. Dang it! I'm not sure what we're looking at here, but all right. Chair stream to Electric Boogaloo. Okay, Cellcast. Oh, it says it was clipped by. I guess I could have looked at that before. But how are you doing, Baba? Hopefully you're having a good evening so far. Expansion packs have fallen out of favor in recent years due to the prevalence of DLC. That makes sense. So they just call it DLC instead. Okay. Whoa, stop moving the wrong thing. All right. So let's say we have this text here. And we also have an image of some sort. So maybe it's a dude. He looks all cool, yo. He's super fly. Yeah, he's super awesome. What's up, my homies? Okay, so we have this dude. And I just realized I need to put him on his own layer so I can move this stuff more easily. Okay. All right, so we have we're looking at this, and we have this picture we need to use, and this text that we need to have. And let's just say that we also have a headline on this text, just to make it a little more official. So here, whoa.
I'll look at each other.
All right.
That's good. Yeah, this is good. Yeah.
Okay. Now you're just like sitting on my knee way over there. You're like a little marionette puppet or something.
Paul,
Gosh, Paul.
Pony for Christmas.
I need to stop moving my lips when you do that.
Wow. Okay, this is
Bless
gold right here. Let me bring up what I'm going to be saying.
Okay, so apparently he wants us to do like every other one of you. Like I'll take one of your lines, like every other one of your lines.
I forget what
and
this
then
was for.
He's gonna hold up the Clash of the Titans video, I think.
Santa Paul. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Okay.
It is kind of like
at least
that.
that's what.
Okay, so you have this picture over here. You have the text, headline, and this picture. Okay, which side do you put the picture on? Do you put it over here like this? Or do you put it on the right? So part of it, first question you have to ask is, what direction do the people you're targeting read? Do they read right to left, like in Japan? Or do they read left to right, like in a lot of Western literature? If they read left to right, you typically want to put your visual on the left. That's because if you put it on the right, essentially what's going to happen is, because a visual has much more weight than text on its own, your eye is going to continually, as you're trying to read this, skip over to this guy. You're going to keep your eyes going to be drawn and want to go to the visual. As opposed to if you put it on this side, your eye starts with that, and every time you finish the line, it goes back and then starts with the visual again. That's fine. Goes back. And so you're finishing the line and going back to the visual, which is your eye is naturally drawn to anyway. So that's why I decided to have me over here, because I'm much more interesting than whatever's going on over here. I mean, obviously, I think we all know this. I think originally I was thinking, oh, okay, no, it makes more sense that the game is the interesting thing, and that should be on the right, on the left, and me on the right. But then I thought, then I was thinking, well, no, I think because I'm an actual person that's like here with you guys, I think you probably tend to look at me more than just the game. Like I noticed me, at least me watching other people's streams, I will focus on the people. I'm rarely looking at the game so much. Unless you're there to look at how someone plays a game and like what tricks they use, I'm rarely looking at the game, which is another reason I'm so big. Exactly, Stacy. Because it's like, hey, we're hanging out on the virtual couch together. It's more about our just time together and building relationships and friendships than the game on screen. The game on screen is just sort of a way to bring people in that aren't here already. That's like, oh, what are they doing? Oh, okay, that's cool. I'll watch that. So there's my TED Talk. I'm glad you came to it. Stacey says, bless you to whoever that was. I believe that is Ashley who sneezed. Silcast says, but Mario runs left to right in Japan. Well, I don't know what to tell you why the Japanese did that. They just did. Bob says, maybe he's just running to the right to start reading the next line. Exactly. That's it. Stacey says, the more you know. Bob says, is he supposed to be focused on his work instead of paying attention to us right now? Yes. Silcast says, ironically, I made myself small to put the focus on the gameplay. I mean, and that's fine. This is me. Maybe you guys are different. And like, I would love your guys' experiences when you're watching other streamers. Do you tend to focus on the game they're playing or the person talking? I'm not talking about VTubers, PinTubers, that's a whole different animal. Oh, Shenandoah, I love your daughter. Away you rolling river. Oh my. Stacy says hey to Baba, and Baba says hey Stacy. Baba says, good. Distractions leads to chaos. Carry on, rain chat. Oh my gosh. Anyway, now what I'm trying to focus on for the time we have left, eep to that clip, right, Ashley, is trying to make it so that, and obviously you can't see because this clip is blocking it, but try and make it so that I can move these elements around, and I may not be able to make it in a way that works, but move that we're focused on it. Sweet. Move these elements around so that I can have the limb, the part that's going to connect into the body, on one sort of side, and the amplify effect on the other side. It is the answer, Rayl. You're right. I'm more focused on you and Dallas. See, exactly my point, Dale. So that's tends to be. She says hello to Ashley. That tends to be why I do the streams. That I think. I mean, that's how I think about the visual experience you guys are a part of, and like what I think is the most impactful way to use the space. But other people. I know some people have commented, be like, "Why is your head so big?" It's because I'm doing me, man. You do you. Whatever. We all have different preferences, and we're all different. In a myriad of ways. Not only in like how we look or where we come from, but what we think about, what we believe in. There's a lot that makes us different. But I mean, I think you guys tend to like this, or at least you put up with it. Stelka says, wait, I know why your head is big. Wow. Look, I have hair here. I'm not all bald. Did you just do that clip again? I guess I didn't hear it over the sound effect. Thank you, Ashley. See? And Ashley knows what's what. Okay, so I'm going to go back to whoa, that's all wonkified. that does kind of look cool, but that's not what I'm going for. Okay, so I need to turn off some of these elements. Okay, now I need to turn off these elements and turn these ones on. Okay, and turn this one off. Okay, now we're working on it. So this is what I'm working on, is trying to get this to work in this way and this to be over here. But now I'm like thinking, okay, what do I need to communicate on this card to make it all work? So one thing is that this amplify effect is going to cost this many blood resources that you can have on other cards, or you could spend this card as 4 blood resources for another amplify card. So try and figure out the best way to communicate that is what I'm sort of working on right now. And also like, okay, I have this big gap here. What could I use this for? In one of these cards, I have a leg portion and an arms portion, but in these ones, there's just a sort of giant. There's just one limb that can act as a arm or leg. Selka says, "I'm sorry that time was too perfect."
Bless you.
Excuse me. Okay, the focus time kind of worked. It's a little off, but awesome. Okay, I'm glad that's working. I'm going to now switch this because I think we've done the Pomodoro thing enough to test it. I'm glad it's finally working. So I can check that off as working. All right, let's go back to lower bar and we're going to do this can be deleted. Delete layer. Fix it Francisco. Turn that off. Okay. Now go back to moi. There we go. Let's see. Well, she's not here, so I don't know. Stacy. Bless you. Thank you, Stacy. Mariel says he's not bald, just like I am not bald. I mean, I think I've seen pictures of you, Mariel. I don't think you are. Or maybe you mean you're not bald in the sense. I get it. I get it now. What do you want from me, Mariel? I'm doing my best. You're best. Aww. So sweet. Me and my... I always... Thank you, Paul, for fixing that. Every time I look at that, I feel like I'm one of those dealers at the casino.
Into one.
I don't know why they have those bands on their arms.
And you, Ashley, have consented to a covenant in marriage.
Soulcast posted did it.
Family and before these
well, thank you. I must have been wearing a cap in the pictures. You were, yeah, I think that's what it was. Real.
And by the laws of the state of Oregon, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Those whom God has joined together.
Why am I so sneezy?
No one
oh my goodness.
I'm going to step out of the way for this next one, okay? Because I don't want to be right.
Okay. So let me think about this. We have 4. This is the most it's ever going to be. It never gets to 5. We have a disable. I guess it wouldn't be terrible if I just move this disable to... Oh, I need to get on the right layer. Moved it in the middle. Oh, gosh. No. Here we go. Moved it in the middle just so it has... just so it's a little bit more even or centered. I think that's fine. I don't think that's a big deal. I do want plenty of space for the amplify, for the text, or if I want to use it for dice or anything. How do I evoke that? This is the cost to use this. I almost want... Oh, I wonder if I actually... what's up? Let's see. Cellcast decided to be sweet after being annoying. Oh, you weren't annoying at all, Cellcast. Rayo says, well, I had a first today. Got injected with radioactive material. What? Are you Spider-Man now? But why did you... Oh, for multiple gallbladder scans. This went on for hours? Oh my gosh. Why did they need to do a gallbladder scan? Like they just used not ultraviolet, ultrasound. They just used ultrasound for me, and that's all they needed. Because I had my gallbladder removed 2022. And man, so did the ultrasound first, trying to figure out what's going on. Okay. So they're not sure if you have stones in your gallbladder. For me, apparently, it was very apparent. Yeah, they. I remember. Oh, I had so much pain. We flew 2022 year. We got married, so we just saw that clip. That's August 2022. We go out to Colorado, Thanksgiving 2022, to see Ashley's family. Spend Thanksgiving with them. Also, we also recorded. The Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer episode, and I think also the Chrono Trigger episode. Maybe it wasn't Chrono Trigger. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Recorded 2 podcasts, but we flew out. I got a fever, didn't eat anything, and then proceeded to eat more of the richer foods that they had gotten. Gallstone attack, gallbladder attack. And I thought it was going to pass. Like, I knew what it was after a little bit. I'm like, oh, wait, this isn't gas. Oh, I know what this is. Well, my first gallbladder attack only lasted about 6 hours. Okay, I'll be fine. It got worse and worse. I couldn't sleep. I was pretty much up all night. I got some comfort whenever I'd have ibuprofen, but Tylenol did nothing. But, you can't just only take ibuprofen, so I was trying to alternate. I didn't sleep. I just listened to Frog's theme from Chrono Trigger over and over again. Until I could, have the pain subside enough to fall asleep. But no, I was up pretty much the whole night in pain. And just was, and I kept hoping, okay, maybe it'll go away soon. 12 hours, 14 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours. It's about 6 days. I had this gallbladder attack lasted about 6 days, is what I recall. It was horrendous. I finally got to the ultrasound. They do the ultrasound, and I don't know if that did anything, but just as they were doing it, it's like I felt like less pain. I'm like, but like I had these moments of like, okay, maybe it's gone now, and then it'd come back. So I was like very skittish about it. But yeah, so I do not wish that upon anyone. So I assume you had a gallbladder attack, Ray Will, or something like that. And I had one, a year before. But man, I'm sorry you're having to go through that. But yeah, they didn't have to do anything radioactive with me. But hopefully, them doing that means that it's small enough, or not too horrible, I guess, so that they can see what's going on. I don't know. Remember, I was in the hospital Christmas morning thinking I may have been. Oh, right. I did forget about that. Okay. So, you know what? And it feels, I mean, I could totally, it's sort of in that sort of area of the chest. Though it's more right than it is left. I assume heart attacks are more left. But yeah, it's more in sort of the right, right under your pecs before your abdomen starts, in that area. So was it ultimately that a gallbladder attack? They were trying to figure out if that's what it was. Okay, gotcha. And now we're not. Yeah, that's true, real. And I don't think you can see this because I don't think you're sub, but all right. Well, while we're here is a trivia question, and then I'm gonna work on this some more. Did that one. All right. I would not get this. So you need to guess who this is. I'm a comedian that emigrated to the US from the Soviet Union. When I came here, I thought, what a country. Who am I?
In the Soviet Union.
And this is
Something drive you.
this is an 80s trivia question.
It's not Yakov Smirnoff, is it?
It is. How did you know that?
It was just a random guess because I was thinking about King of the Hill.
Wow. Ashley got it. Yakov Smirnoff. Good job, Ashley. Steve says Ray will be praying for, and yeah, actually, when we're back from ads, I'll be praying as well.
Emotional damage.
Excuse me. Let's see. So if we want to show that this is the cost here, it's a little too high. I guess I could extend the art, but I don't know. Well, even if I did extend the art, let's say I move this part down here and also flip it. So let's do that. We'll turn it that way. And we'll turn all these. This way. All right, so now we have that. Oh. All right, so let's go ahead and pray. Wow. For Ray Will. Oh, this is the Chinese takeaway. Oh, Ray Will, you and your nuclear pagantharies. Isn't it called defaulting statuettes? No. It's radioactive guppies. Or yeah. Lord God, we lift up very well, who's trying to get all these tests, trying to figure out what's going on that happened Christmas that caused all this pain, Lord God, in his chest. And I pray that you would reveal to the doctors what's going on through this radioactive scan, and that there'd be answers so that he can be in as best health as possible, and that you would see him through everything that's ahead of him in this regard, Lord God. Please continue to bless him. Thank you for him being a part of this community for so many years now, 6 years. And I pray you would bring him peace. Amen. And healing. Wow. Should include that, Francisco. Oh, look at that clean shave, yeah, Bo. So Ashley prefers the not unkempt look, but prefers me having more of a, not quite a beard, but facial hair. So that it's I think I look good this way too. So I mainly keep it because of that. Stacey says, sorry to say that Dale never said bye when he goes off. Oh, no worries, that's fine. He doesn't have to. I'm not upset. People have their own stuff. Sometimes I'm watching streams and I'm talking, and I get pulled away and I forget to say bye, and then it's like, do I go back and say bye? And then it's gonna be a big thing, and I just want to go to bed, or I just want to go. It's fine. I am never, unless you say, Francisco, I'm gonna say bye to you. I'm gonna be back and I'm gonna say bye and good night. And then, so if you go through all that like preamble and then don't, then I'm a little like, well, that was weird. But if you're here and you don't say bye, it's not a big deal. I'm not worried. I like being praying. I like praying for people when they head out, but it's not like, never feel like under an obligation to say bye or good night, or that I'm gonna feel bad or think, why don't you like me? If you don't, it's totally fine. Silcast says, no, it's a tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills. What is? I'm looking. Yeah, I'm not seeing what that's a reference to, unless you're talking about the art. But it says, I went off years ago. Went off where? Oh, when he goes off. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're responding to what Stacey said. Okay. Thank you, sir. Of course, real. Stacey says, okay. Okay, let me get back to this for a little bit longer. Okay, so right now, I'm wondering if I should just pull this all down some. So if I go to, where's the arms and legs? Single, okay. So I'm going to do one of these. We're just going to stretch this out some. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think that's a big deal to do that. I do have some cleanup in here I want to do now. Like there, and then add some back here to give it more sort of volume and dimension. Some right there, right here. This looks wonk, so we're going to fix this like that. Good deal, good deal. This is also equally wonk. Let's fix that. There we go. And as is this. Actually, let's do this instead. Yeah, that's better. And then what about this? That's okay. Yeah, all the rest of that seems fine. Okay. Well, oh no. Okay. I'm like, oh no, it died on me. I'm gonna save. Okay.
My name ain't Roy.
No. Cellcast says the show you were trying to remember the name of. I was playing into your brain. Oh, Cellcast. Okay. Gotcha. Steve says destroy. My name is Roy. No, it's not. Okay. So now I have this section. This essentially equates to how much power this has. It has 4. Essentially, it can get hit 4 times before it's disabled, and then once it's disabled, it's destroyed. Wow, I am sagging in my seat. What's going on? Okay. Straight it up, Francisco. Golly sakes. And then, so that's what that means. I wonder, should I do the, if there's 5 of these, maybe I could do a cross effect? I don't know if I want to do that. Excuse me. And then what if there's only 2 and then 1? I'm just trying to think through everything, the impact of this, not only in this one, but in other cards as well. So I think, all right, let's say we pull the border, the half border and the half field white. Let's bring those in some, like this. It's about there. Whoa, calm down. It's not what I meant. Reselect. Okay, I just want these 2. Yeah, these are the 2 I want. The half white, the border and the half white. Yeah, okay. Both of those. Let's move those up. It's about right there. I don't know why you stop right there. Okay, yes. Why is there something behind? Oh, okay. Okay, so I need to pull more of this, is what you're saying. Okay, so take that.
My name ain't Roy.
Move this up to about there. There we go. Okay. So the problem is now I could maybe have an amplify name, like the name of the amplify is here in this area, like nice and big. And then, but I usually like having it below the A, like the name of the amplify being over here. Also have to keep in mind that this sort of brownish area on the edges is that where is going to be all cut off of this card when it's printed. As Steve says, last time I said destroy it worked. This time I said it didn't work. That's why I said my name ain't Roy to make it work. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because I was trying to, we were trying to correct that so that it would work only when you're actually using the name Roy and not when it's part of other words. Okay, so now it has some linkage to this. I guess I could have an arrow saying cost. Like this is the cost here. But then let's say I only have one blood drop or 1 shadow magic and the disable. And then there's all this gap in here. I don't know if I like that there's this big gap. So what do we do then? What do we do? What do we do with the Klondike bar? Or what would you do for a Klondike bar is the appropriate sing-songiness. I mean, I like this sort of level. You know what we should think about? We should think about what the golden rule would say here. Not the golden rule. Do unto blood beasts as you would have blood beasts do unto you. No. The golden ratio is what I was trying to describe. And so essentially the golden ratio is like an asymmetric yet very balanced sort of form, that a ratio that happens between different elements that you see a lot in nature. And a lot of visual design uses the golden I almost said rule again, golden ratio to determine design. A lot of design uses it to determine design. Yeah, we'll go with that. Anyway, Golden Girls is better than the Golden Ratio. You got a ratio in me. You got a ratio in me. Isn't that the Golden Girls? You got a friend. No, that's Toy Story, Francisco. Wow. How does the Golden Girls theme song go?
Oh my gosh.
How does it go?
Thank you for being.
Yeah, I knew it was a friend. I knew a friend was in it. Thank you for ratioing in. Travel down the ratio and back again. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you for being a ratio. Oh gosh. You're thinking of the thank you for being a friend. Yeah, exactly.
Can't make me stop. You could see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.
Thank you, Ashley. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at what the size of the card is going to be, which is be like 75. 75 pixels wide. Then we're going to multiply that by, I usually just round it to 0.62. It's technically 0.618 and lots of other values. I love that theme song. Oh, nice, Ashley. Okay, here's a question. What's your favorite 80s TV show theme song, if you have one? Soulcast says, sing, Ashley, sing. I love that theme song. Bubba says, do a Golden Girls podcast. I don't like Golden Girls that much. Oh, Bubba, are you still wanting to do a podcast at some point? You had mentioned something. I hope that wasn't something in confidence that you were telling me. Now I'm just blurring it out to the world. Nice job, Francisco. Just forget what I said. Stacey says, my Facebook deleted half of people who I blocked a long time ago, and I would not let me find Star Fox, so I wish I knew if he is okay. I mean, I see him just saying hi and stuff every so often. In stream or on Facebook, he seems to be doing fine. Bob says, oh yeah, that haven't made any progress on it in a while. Okay, gotcha. I mean, that's fair. There's only so much time. Anyway, 75. Bring up the calculator here. And if we do 75 times, and I'll just to double check my math, let's make sure I got this right. What is the golden ratio? All right, let's take a look here. Golden ratio is, approximately 1.6180339887498895. I usually just do this part, 618 or 62, if I'm being super lazy. All right, so given that, we will multiply 75 by 0.618, and we get 46 pixels. So we'll round down to 46 pixels instead of 46.35 because you can't have decimals of pixels. So 43 pixels would be roughly right there. Ooh, man, that's going to be tough. So what's that? What this is saying? Whoa, don't do that. Let's put it right here. What that's saying is, if I want this to be balanced, golden ratio wise, oh no, that means I could have this part be 40. Okay, no, I'm fine. I was worried there, like I'd have to fit this part in, but no, I could have this bigger part be the 43. Okay, so right now, it's kind of almost there already. It's already kind of there. I mean, if I want to take it to the edge, sure, I could do that. But I already have it pretty much. It's just 2 pixels high. Okay, I already have the golden ratio pretty much. I'm good, guys. I'm good. Apparently, it's already in my senses. My design mentality. It overflows from me. Let's see. Bob says, oh, you haven't made Cheers, solid theme. Yeah, Cheers absolutely has a good theme. Night Court goes. I don't remember how Night Court goes. I remember liking Night Court, but I don't remember how it goes. You can't do that on television. Underrated one. I don't remember that one either. I remember that hearing that title, but I don't remember that. The Facts of Life. Facts of Life. Facts of Life. Yeah, that's a good one. Stacey says, my favorite theme song TV show is MASH. Okay, nice. For me, trying to think. I mean, I'm not going to include cartoon theme music because that is often very, very good. But for like just like sitcoms and stuff, 80s, Seinfeld's fine. That's good for other reasons, not for its theme song. It has a memorable theme song. Well, yes, Firefly has a great one. Don't take my life, take my land, take me where I cannot
Not crazy
stand.
about, but
you know, if you're gonna collect something, gotta do it right. Thank you for keeping pestering. Let's see. Rayo says, yesterday was Thursday, Thursday today. Is Friday, Friday partying. We so excited. What are you singing? We so excited. We're gonna have a ball today. Tomorrow is Saturday. Is that Rebecca Black song?
Yeah, and you're doing a craptastic job.
I think by craptastic you mean fantastic. You're pronouncing fantastic wrong. Ashley, I get it. Their words are very similar. Craptastic, fantastic, but fantastic. Stacey says, hey friends, I'm going off now, so good night. Bye and good night, Ashley. Lord God, thank you so much for Stacey being here tonight. I pray she has a good rest of her evening, a good week. Please continue to be with her and Dale as they just as the owners of Lucy and taking care of her, and please may they have a good time at Valentine's Day, even though they're going to be hanging out with someone that Stacey doesn't know very well. I pray it's still a good evening for them. I pray all this in the name of your son Jesus Christ. Amen. Bye, Stacey. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the lurk, Cellcast. Perfect Strangers. I don't know that or the Police Squad theme, Baba. Standing Tall on the Wings of My Dreams. Is that from Perfect Strangers? Get out of the city. I don't know that either. Okay, so apparently we have the right ratio already, so we're not going to change that much. It's just trying to figure out what to do with this space, because I have this big space here that this is the biggest these blood drops are going to take. It's going to be smaller and smaller. So what do I use it for if I have nothing else? The art's just not going to, I don't need the art to be like the whole size of the card or anything. And that'd be inconsistent with the other cards, which will have it be in this area. And also I need to think about if I were to have an arm down here, it would be more centered. So much to consider. Bob says MacGyver, Quantum Leap. Oh, and MacGyver does. I forget how MacGyver goes. I remember really liking it though. American Gladiators. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Quantum Leap. Let's see. I'm not getting it quite right. I'm kind of getting it. Star Search I never watched. Now he's so happy we can do a dance of joy. Perfect Strangers, probably the best one in my book. Oh really? Wow, Barney Miller. I never saw Perfect Strangers, so I don't know. I believe you, but American Gladiators. I remember loving American Gladiators. And then, but when we got Guts, the kid version, I actually feel like that's better. I almost wish they just did that version for kids or for adults. But what is this now? Oh, YouTube. Oh, this is the song. All right, let me see if I can hear this. Let me pause you. So this here. March 25th, 1986. Wow. This is very 80s.
Sometimes you just get a feeling like you need some kind of change.
Yeah, but I never watched Perfect Strangers, so I don't really know anything about it. Like, do they go in witness protection or something, and that's why they're strangers to each other? Guts, great theme. Do you have it? Do you have it? Guts. Do you have it? Guts. Yeah, that is a great theme. I agree. I wish I was making more progress on this. This is one of those things where it's like almost sort of a mental puzzle where it's not just like working on pixel work where I know what I'm doing and I can just like work on it. This is more like I need to look and think about it for a while, and that's not very compelling for video. So we're gonna change things up, not do that. I'll do that more tomorrow. I remember Perfect Strangers being a perfect show for 3:30 a.m. Wow, that is late. Let's see. Botany Manor. No, we're not gonna play that. You know, guys, here's what we're gonna do. It was part of TGIF. Really, Perfect Strangers was?
It was.
Oh, I had no idea.
It was one of the earliest shows in TGIF.
Oh, really? One of the earliest. Okay. Rayo says yes. Yeah, I can't think of anything else left for us to do, guys. So I think we're just gonna be done for the evening. Unless you want more golden ratio talks, we can talk about more mathematical formulas. You know, why is it Celsius and centigrade? Are they different? Compelling content. More Golden Girls talk. Bob says you're up at 3:30 a.m. and you may or may not want to be, but there's something to kill in half an hour. You can veg out for a while. Yeah, exactly. Family Matters spinoff from Perfect Strangers. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I like Family Matters. I didn't realize there was a spinoff from Perfect Strangers. And Rayo says Harry was an elevator operator at the place where they worked. Oh, fun. Okay. Well, that's
Just
cool.
like The Facts of Life was a spinoff of Different Strokes.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, I did not know that. Did you guys know that Chippendale's Rescue Rangers was a spinoff from Chippendale and in the Mickey Mouse cartoons? Oh, yeah. Okay, here's a question, guys. Here's something good. Here's something that I'm curious. What is a well, I don't know if I could find it. Magnum PI, that's a good one. I want to watch Magnum PI at some point. I never have. I'm trying to think. There's an old cartoon that I'm trying to remember the theme of. It's not Jason the Wheeled Warriors. Don't worry, Ashley. That's not what I'm going for. But I'm trying to remember what it was called. It's like Star. They're in this cool spaceship. Cartoon. Star something. Star Cruisers. Star Crusaders. Star Crawlers. Star something. Let's see what they give me. These are not helpful. These are not them. You've captured their stunt doubles. No. Let me try Star Crusaders. Star Crusaders. Nope, that's not it. Okay, let me try AI. What is an 80s cartoon with star in the name and has cool spaceships? It wasn't Great Space Coaster, not Star Blazers. It wasn't that. 10 space cartoons. All right, let's try to see what this says. Not Mobile Suit Gundam, not Space Ghost, not Battle of the Planets, not Silverhawks, not Ulysses, not Bucky O'Hare, not Star Blazers, not Exo Squad, not Cowboy Bebop. Wow. Wow. 80s space cartoons. Okay, IMDb. Let's see if you have a better list. Here, we'll look here. We'll look at this together. Ulysses, no. Bravestar, no. Silverhawks, no. Avengers, Galaxy Rangers, no. Saber Rider and Star Sheriffs, no. G-Force Guardians of Space, no. Gotcha Man, no. Star Blazers, no. Exo Squad, no. Cowboy Bebop, no. Crusher, the movie. They Live. They Live. Yeah, 80s space cartoons. They Live. Who made this list? This is one of those where, you know what, I'm going to make an 80s movies list. Okay, let me add this. They Live. Okay. I can't think of any other 80s movies. Let me make this cartoons. And then they forget to delete this one. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh man. Bravestar. Bucky O'Hare. Something beware. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Bucky, Captain Bucky O'Hare. Okay, so that's not it. Let's see. 80, and maybe it's 90s, I guess. 90s space cartoons. Let's see what 90s gives us. Okay. Let's go back a couple here. And we'll try 90s. I feel like it was in 80s, but maybe it was 90s. Okay. Bravestar, no, not Silverhawks. Not Captain Planet. I suppose it's possible space wasn't in the title, but I'm pretty sure it was. Okay, let me do it this way. 90s spaceship toys based on cartoons. I don't think Crystar was it, no. Manta Force, no. Give me images. Yeah, no, that looks very similar. It wasn't Air Raiders though, so no, I guess that wasn't it. Okay, looking at this. It's like this sort of longish jet, white jet that had wings that folded in. Looking. No. I mean, it looked spatial, kind of, but not really. At a point at the end. Okay, none of those. I don't know why this matters so much. It really doesn't. A mask. Let me look at Christ. It wasn't Mask, Baba, but let me look at Crystar because I'm not. That doesn't sound super. Actually, let me look at this real quick. Oh, no. It's part of this. What is this? These are the bad guys. What is this? No. Where did you go? Why did you go away? That was the bad guy. This thing. Visit this. Why do you do this to me? What is? Oh. Okay, we'll just do a quick. Okay, it's gotta be in here somewhere, right? It's gotta be here somewhere. Come on, don't let me down. I said don't let me down. We're almost at the top. You better not let me down. Where are you? No. Dang it, we had it. It's this thing. What is this? This is it. A shadow pair. Okay. No. Okay, here you go. Shadow Parasite. Oh, Starcom. That was it. That's the name of it. Starcom. I knew Star was in the title. We're going to watch the Starcom intro.
I'm gonna stop watching your stream.
And the guy's going to say, scramble.
I'm ready to just be gone.
This is the last thing. We'll end with this. Let's see. Rayo says the Righteous Indignation has the name of the ship, but the image in there and here we go.
Star Max and Star Wolf.
Can't tell me this doesn't look cool. Scramble! I was like, whenever I saw this originally, I'm like, why is he scrambling eggs? Why is he saying scramble? I didn't get that was a thing that they sent in the military. But look at, they have those 2 cannons on top, so cool. And so we had one video VHS cartoon of this, and it had my worst trope, the worst trope I have in any cartoon, where they hypnotize one of the good guys to be bad. I hate it so much, but that's the only one we have. And apparently this pilot thinks, I'll play with the cannon and all that. That makes sense. Tactically good, yes. And this is, of course, the bad guy who, wants to dominate all the galaxy for reasons, as you do. I'll look up tiger sharks after this. And this looks very animated. Shoot, shoot, shoot! Bang, bang, bang! Zap, zap, zap! Get him! And so those little jets would launch off the big jets. StarCom, your Space Force. Ah, see? Now it's a real thing. Okay, tiger sharks. Then we'll end right there. King Gamer says, dang, Ashley hates your stream. Wow. Rail says, there was seriously the name of a ship on Bucky O'Hare. Oh, real? Oh, the Righteous Indignation was the name of the ship. I didn't realize that because that's in the theme. Righteous Indignation. Da 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 da. Back when cartoons were fun. Let's see. Sir Giselle, well, hello there. Hello, Sir Giselle. We're about to end, but did I just see? Yes, I was trying to figure out what is this cartoon, and finally found a toy that I knew was the bad guy toy, and then was able to see it through that. Amos says, "Hey, handsome." Okay, but we're gonna end with I think Bob said tiger sharks, right? Or was it Rayo that said tiger sharks? Tiger sharks thing. Okay, well, because I know tiger sharks is related to Silverhawks and Thundercats, but I don't think I ever saw a tiger shark. So we'll watch this intro, then be done. Intro. Okay, here we go. Sure, we'll do the 4K remaster, whatever.
Got a tiger by the tail. Hold on, tiger sharks. Tiger sharks. Look for a spaceship with a sail and hold on.
It's like Octopus Girl.
Tiger sharks. Hold on. Tiger sharks.
Wait, they're humans that turn into sharks? That's a little confusing. Like I said, I never watched it, so I don't know, but I was like, yeah, Silverhawks was so cool. Yeah. Tellyhawks. Da-da-da. Wings of silver, nerves of steel. Silverhawks. Partly metal, partly real. Is the metal part fake? Must be. I've got friends who do a podcast and they drop that theme every chance they get. Oh, really? Well, it's really not us. That must be a different. You have other friends other than the Retro Realm podcast? What? Anyways, guys, this was fun. Again, we have 8 days left on the crowd sale. Please consider getting Junkyard Juggernauts, which we are working on the expansion for. I've just been doing some play tests. Did some today. I feel like it's certainly a much. You can play the game in like 40 minutes. Much more compact. It's just a solo adventure game, but I feel like it's has a lot of potential in it, and looking forward to getting it to the point where people can play test it and stuff. But it's the prequel expansion to Junkyard Juggernauts. So if you want the full experience, Junkyard Juggernauts on the crowd sale. But let's see. Or yeah, go play with Ken. Has a copy. Go play with him. Bob says, I read that. Jersey says, impossible to have other friends with a podcast. Yes, exactly. King Amos says, I don't. Kennethan is an enemy. Why is Kennethan an enemy? Did I miss something? Strong's so cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing anything. But we'll see if there's anyone who can go raid, guys. And then we'll be out here. Oh, is he streaming?
We've got Book, Fuzzy Pickles.
I will take a look. Thank you, my love. Let's see here. Let's see. We were gonna raid Book the other day, but we raided someone else because Book was doing. Did we raid Ken? I think we raided Ken. So yeah, we'll raid Book. Raiding Book. Here we go.
The 2026.
The Book of Gaming. That's great, Ashley. Yeah, so we'll go raid Book of Gaming, who is currently doing a TMNT speedrun. You need to record that. That is amazing. Take a look. It's Turtles in a Book. TMNT2. See, you're much better. I wrecked it. But let's see. How do I do this? I don't want to knock. No. Okay, go to dashboard, Francisco. No. Go to dashboard. Minimize this. Gonna do the rating thing. Stream manager. Reading Rainbow. Exactly. Butterfly high in the sky. Exactly. Kind of thing. A special gift to the world. Indeed. Joy the Forge before he joined that. Exactly, Sir Jaziel. All right. So we're gonna go raid. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're gonna. Oh, let me do the cue the credits. Cue them now. Okay. So we select that one. Okay, so yeah, if you can copy and paste that, if you have the emotes, go for it. But thank you everyone who is here. All these awesome people. I went too fast for me to read everyone. Thank you for being here. But special thank you to our Substack supporters. Thank you to, and now we're going to see if the change worked. Deb, Ken, Dustin, and Flux, our Fire Knights, and our Fire Guard, Ashley, Brian, Dale, Daryl, Drew, D Tungsten, Tapas Lomax, Geek Devotions, Gaiden, it worked, Mary Kay, Cool Deluxe, Redeemed Otaku, Ryan Frosted, and that's our Babo. Thank you guys so much. And pray here. Let me start this raid and we'll pray. Lord God, thank you so much for this evening, for us getting things fixed. Hopefully in a couple of Tuesdays, we will be able to just play a game and continue enjoying time together, building friendships and new and old. I pray that tonight glorified you, Lord, that you get all the credit for what happened here. And I pray protection and provision over us all, that we, those of us who have prayer faith in you, would pursue more and more each day, that we'd all experience your love, grace, beauty, and truth in a fresh new way. Praying all this in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, who left all majesty to come down into our depravity, lived the life we wouldn't, taught us how we could, conquered sin, overcame death, being raised to you, the Father, making a way for us all to have a right relationship with you where there wasn't a way before. Amen. All right, guys. Until next time, here is your Amen. Read your Bible, pray, go to church. Stream face.
There's an hour loop. Tell me it's an hour loop. Retro Rewind